So the console gamers and the PC gamers like to argue a lot on which one is better, and I am here to end that debate. Today I'm bringing you 5 reasons PC gaming is better than console gaming. Number 5. 1440p 60 FPS. What console game do you know right now that is 1440p 60 FPS? Hell, a lot of them can't even reach 1080p 60 FPS. And that's with new consoles out, the newest hardware. I use newest hardware in quotes because some of this hardware is a few years old now, but the next gen consoles, once again using air quotes, can't even seem to do 1080p 60 FPS on most games. And that is absolutely sad for 2015. Playing on console feels like a slideshow sometimes, where games are struggling to even maintain 30 FPS. Sometimes your game is chugging along, your system's overheating and shit, and then boom, it still can't run the game correctly. And the console fanboys like to talk about how their games are so well optimized for console, but they're still not running in 60 FPS, are they? If you've been gaming in 60 FPS for a while, you understand the importance of 60 FPS, and you understand why it is a necessity in 2015 for your game to be running in 60 FPS stable. Not 60 FPS on console where it seems to dip a lot and just not completely stay steady. No, we want steady 60 FPS, and that's what is delivered on PC most times, unless there's a god-awful port. Number 4, we do not pay for Steam. And this is something a lot of console gamers like to bring up, is we get better quality service, we get this or that for our $50, PC gaming's too expensive. Well, a lot of people have done the total, and when you total up $50 a year for 6 years, it can get kinda expensive, and you're better off pretty much just going the PC route at that point. And how often is PSN and Xbox hit off by these people, Lizard Squad, Bear, Buddy Bear, whatever they want to be called? How often are these services taken down? Pretty frequently, so I'm pretty sure your $50 isn't really doing much to, you know, keep the servers up. And I know when PSN was hacked like a year or two ago, they said, oh, now that we can pay, they're gonna fix these servers up, nothing's gonna happen, and then Christmas comes and boom, the servers are down, and then just a random afternoon on a Wednesday, boom, servers are down because some 14-year-old kids want to take it down. But yes, you are paying for a service that you could get on the PC for free on Steam. If anything, on Steam, I argue that we get better service now with refunds, but we'll talk about that later. Number 3, it is cheaper / easier for devs to pretty much develop on PC. If you didn't know, devs have to pay a fee to update their games on console, and this is why a lot of games can be sometimes left broken if made by an indie developer who doesn't want to spend a lot of money to continuously update the game. A good example of this is Payday 2. If you look at Payday 2 on Steam, it is updated quite frequently because, from what I understand, it's free to update your games on Steam. This is a bonehead decision by Sony and Microsoft to make it pretty much that you have to pay to update your games, because that's how games get left broken. And if you look at Payday 2 on Xbox 360 and PS3, it hasn't been updated since launch. While on PC, we're getting all this tons of extra content and a lot of other stuff. And that is shitty on the devs' part to not update the game, but it just proves my point even more that it's a lot easier to just develop, and pretty much it's cheaper to go the PC route and continuously update your game and add new interesting content that will keep the game's life cycle going. On console, it just simply doesn't have that. Number 2, mods. And this can also be counted as accessibility. On console, you can't really modify your game at all, because that would be considered breaking the terms of service and you could get banned. On Steam and any other PC platform, really, you're allowed to go in and edit the files unless you're using it to cheat, because guess what? Cheating is wrong. I'm pretty sure you knew that already, though. But yes, you can mod your game in any way you want as long as it's not really cheating. And in most games, you can mod to pretty much make some cool stuff and completely change the game. If you've ever seen Skyrim or Fallout, these are prime examples of what mods can do to a game. Fallout's been out years now and people are still playing it. Same can be said about Skyrim. These games are still being played today and are still very popular because the modding community is changing the game, adding new quests, adding new content, and pretty much just making the game have so much replayability. And this is something console gamers want, as they're trying to bring mods to Fallout, to Xbox, and I don't know how that's gonna work, because you're not gonna be able to add visual mods, because guess what? The Xbox One isn't gonna be able to handle that. And also, there's gonna probably be a list, and they're only going to be allowed certain mods. On PC, we have the freedom to choose from the mods we want, and we can choose the best of the best or the worst of the worst. There are plenty of sites out there like Nexus Mods that will pretty much help you, and it's fairly easy to do. And like I said, it gives the game a lot of replayability. Number 1, refunds. Now that Steam is offering refunds, this is a huge step forward in getting rights for these gamers instead of just being constantly fucked over. If you buy a game from GameStop or Walmart or anywhere really new and you unseal it, you're not returning that game. And if you buy it digitally and you just don't like it, or it came out fucked up, guess what? You're kind of fucked. You're fucked. On Steam now, if we have a game and we play 2 hours or less and we just simply don't like it, it's broken, or any reason really, we can just return the game and get full money back. And of course you can't abuse the system. Valve doesn't want you to abuse the system, they only want you to use it when necessary. But this is a huge deal. We can finally return games and get full price back, so developers won't release broken piles of shit like Batman Arkham Knight. Yeah, that game was terrible. But yes, this is a huge deal, and on console, you're not seeing anything like this. Sure, you can return used games. I know GameStop gives you like a week to return used games, but if you're buying it brand new day one, and it turns out to be broken like Assassin's Creed Unity, yeah, you're stuck with that copy. I feel bad for you. But yeah, guys, these are just 5 reasons PC gaming is better than console gaming. Did I miss anything? Tell me in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, how about you hit that like button, and if you dislike this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button, and if you're new, how about you subscribe, and when this video does reach 200 likes, we'll be uploading the next one, so be sure to smack that like button. But yeah, guys, this has been The Chosen One Inc., and as always, peace out.